Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to the people watching this video. I am grateful to represent my topic on soil nailing. Today, I, Palak Singh of Faculty of Engineering, Lucknow University, is going to represent my topic on soil nailing. So, here is the table of content, which includes introduction, applications, methodology, nails types, machineries, and material used for soil nailing. And it also includes construction sequence, cross section of soil nail, design and limit states, advantages and disadvantages of the soil nail. So first of all, what is soil nailing? Basically, soil nailing is a technique used to reinforce soil to make it more stable. It is used for slopes, excavations, retaining wall, etc. to make it more stable. Soil nailing consists of installing closely spaced bar into a slope or excavation as construction proceeds from top to down. It is a very effective and economical method. So move on to our next slide. There are some applications of soil nailing. Stabilization of existing retaining wall, highway embankments and cutting, railway embankment, stabilization, steep cutting, and it also provides long-term stability to existing concrete without demolition and rebuild cost. It is also used for railway embankments, etc. So next is methodology. So methodology includes excavation, drilling of nail hole, and further installation and grout nail, which contains two tabs: nail installation and grouting, installation of stripe drain, and construction of initial shotcrete facing, construction of subsequent facing, and construction of final facing. So here is the type of nail. As you can see, there are various types of nail, such as driven soil nails, who have diameter of 20 to 25 mm, and drilled and grouted nail of dia 100 to 200 mm, jet grouted nails, launched soil nail of dia 25 to 38 mm, and finally self drilling soil nail. So here are machineries used for soil nailing, such as compressor, grout mixing instrument, typical drilling equipment, and also short grading is done using a pipe. So, what are the materials used for soil nailing, such as steel reinforcement, grout mix, shotcrete, and gunite? So, what is shotcrete? Shotcrete is basically a mixture of aggregate and Portland cement conveyed by compressor air to the nozzle of a spray gun where water is added. This is a wet mixture which is sprayed in the place and may be carved or troweled almost immediately. And what is grout mix? Grout is a composite material generally consisting of water, cement, and sand. It is typically used for filling voids and cracks, etc. So, so here's the construction sequence of soil nailing. It includes excavation, drilling of nail hole, and in the further step, installation of ground nail take place. And the fourth step, placing of initial facing, which includes shotcrete, reinforcement, bearing plate, washer, and hex nut installation. And moving to the next step, it includes construction of subsequent level, and finally the final facing, which includes building of foot drain. And here's the diagram of the cross section of soil nail. It includes bearing plate, washer, nail head, studded head, reinforcement, permanent facing, geocomposite stripe drain, steel bar, grout, welded wire mesh, etc. So we move to the next slide. So here are some type of methods of soil nailing. So first of all, drilled and grouted soil nailing method. This method is naturally excavated slope faces. Holes are made by drilling machines, And then nails are inserted in those drill holes with grouting materials like concrete, shotcrete, granite, etc. with a spacing interval of 1.5 meter using a diameter of 100 to 200 diameter nails. And the second one is driven soil nailing method. This method is temporary, in which temporarily stabilized the ground with the nails of diameter 19 to 25 with a spacing of 1 to 1.2 meter. This method doesn't assure corrosion protection to reinforcement or steel or nails. Third one is self-drilling soil nailing method. Hollow bars are inserted into the soil surface with the filling of grouting materials. As we discussed further, the grouting material are shotcrete granite, the mixture of cement and sand and water, and it is faster than drilled soil nailing method and having more corrosive resistive features. This method has more corrosive resistive feature than driven soil nailing method. And the fourth one is jet grouted soil nailing method. It is less corrosive. Steel bar are installed in the holes made by eroding soil using jet in slope surfaces, and the holes are grouted with concrete. Fifth one is launched soil nailing method. This method involves nailing steel bar forced to the soil with a single shot using compression by an air mechanism. It includes compression with a higher pressure. That's why it is used in single shot. So here are the diagrams which shows the types methods of soil nailing. So design and limit states are also important in a structure and a designing. So design includes the two most common limit states, which are strength limit and service limit states. Basically, strength limit is the limit that addresses potential failure mechanism or collapse states of the soil nail wall system. The service limit is the limit that addresses loss of service function resulting from excessive wall deformation and is defined by restriction in stress. So here are some advantage and disadvantage of soil nailing. So soil nailing creates less noise and traffic obstruction. And it has less impact on nearby properties such as buildings, factories, etc. because it creates less noise and does not require many big machines and other objects. This technique is also flexible, easily modified, and grouting is also only one time required. It also saves time and labor. So next are some disadvantages of soil nailing. Due to soil nailing, high ground loss may occur due to drilling from time to time, and particularly at coarse grained soil. It, al- it, it is only suitable for excavation above groundwater, less suitable for coarse grained soil and soft clayey soil, which have short self support time and soils prone to creeping. So, here's some case studies of soil nailing. The first one is case study of soil nailing in Guntur, Andhra Pradesh in 2009. In Guntur, one of the earthen slope section forming section of an impounding reservoir failed at an interface of core and cover about 200-meter length, and it was indicated that the casing of soil was usually initially in the construction was cohesionless and prone to erosion and hence failure occurred. So a better soil was used which had good silt and clay content and is less prone to erosion. And here are some parameters and factor of safety which are used in the study. It is also noted that the compacted soil such as the casing material have cohesion values due to capillary stress which get reduced in the rainy season. Loss of cohesion leads to overall reduction in shear resistance of the soil, leading to slope failure, as in this case. So, in order to increase shear resistance, introduction of rainfall is useful. Hence, rod of 20 mm diameter and 5 meter length, spaced at zero point 0.5 vertically and 1 meter horizontally, are suggested and section is analyzed. So, as you can see in this picture, the construction is in progress. And the second case study on soil need retaining wall in hilly area. This paper deals a case study of soil nail retaining wall for a hotel project at Koida Canal, Tamil Nadu. Conventional retaining walls are not only costly but also cumbersome to construct in hilly areas. The soil nailing technique eases the construction process and may require very less space and material to construct retaining wall. That's why this method is used in hilly areas. The proposed site is in the hill station Kodai Canal, Tamil Nadu, which is a tourist attraction. So a lot of hotels are there and are being constructed. And this project site is also for construction of a new hotel of a G+1 story. And to analyze the stability of vertical cut or to explore the retaining wall, three boreholes were drilled near the cut wall area. The details of the borehole location. In the construction details, boreholes were drilled using suitable drilling machines and a 100 mm diameter hole was drilled at an inclination up to a depth of 2 meters inside hard rock, and a 20 mm diameter RTS bar was then inserted and grouted with cement slurry into the drill hole. Where, as you can see, the grout mix and night mix is inserted into the drilled hole, and all structural steel bars should be fusion bond epoxy coated to prevent corrosion. So here's the diagram of welding of nail wall with wall and its completion, and we have completed construction of soil nail wall. So here's the completed construction which took place in the Tamil Nadu. So what is the conclusion? Soil is an accepted technology theoretically, and here are some references. So finally I would like to end my topic. Thank you.